Alright, it's Meistro and Meistro, my nephew Mason. We're going to do YouTube videos because WGR just pisses me off. I can't listen to them anymore.
They don't know what they're talking about.
First things first, dude. Taunting penalty. I'm going 4 quarters, 5 minutes. First quarter, taunting penalty. He gets a 15-yard taunting penalty for just getting on top of him and saying, call him a pussy or something. Dude, what is wrong with Rex Ryan? We did not have these penalties last year. We're having them all of a sudden this year. Rex Ryan wants a crazy team that goes after crazy defense, but he can't control them. He needs to be able to control them. When we don't want to get flagged, we can actually do that, like we show 2 games before this.
He even makes them wear bracelets that say yes sir because they get so many flags.
Yeah, it should not say yes sir. It should say 15 free yards. That's what it should say, because that's what they get every single time. All right, and then also in the first quarter, do you remember whenever we needed 3 yards. We're on like our 25-yard line. We needed 3 yards. It's 2nd down and 3. So EJ throws a 20-yard pass, bad throw. And then EJ throws another 20-yard pass, bad throw. So we needed 3 yards, and the offensive coordinator had us throwing 2 20-yard passes in a row. Our offensive coordinator is he gets a lot of good up and up at WGR and from other people on radio about.
But again, WGR doesn't know what they're talking about.
He gets a lot. Dude, people love the offensive coordinator. He hasn't shown me too much yet. I mean, we need 3 yards, and we're going for 3 20-yard passes instead. I mean, come on, dude.
The only reason they lost is because of all the play calls. The
bad play calling. I say bad play calling. Second quarter. All right, second quarter is when the Bengals broke out. They broke out, and that's whenever I said, this game's over.
It's like 3 touchdowns.
Whenever you're watching the game, and it seems like every yard is hard for your team to get, for the Buffalo Bills to get. Like, even getting 1 yard felt hard. And Bengals were chunking off like 7 yards at a time, and it felt easy. Whenever you see that, especially in the first and second quarter, it's going to be a long day. And that's how I kind of knew we were going to lose that game. And second quarter also is when we had the injury. That's when Sammy got injured. EJ Manuel did great today, I thought. EJ Manuel did good today. But he did throw a bad pass that got Sammy Watkins injured. Sammy, dude, we need him to make the playoffs. He is good, but we need him to make. He needs to be healthy. He was bitching this week about not getting the ball enough, but he has not been healthy. I mean, he's healthy, comes back one time, kicks ass, and then gets injured. And he was on crutches. So it looks like it's going to be a while. Don't you agree, Mason?
Yes.
All right, third quarter.
He's our best wide receiver. We need him.
Third quarter. This is when the game was over. Third quarter game. I remember telling Mason, game over. Game over. We had nice, Stephon Gilmore and Darby, or I was reading on NFL.com, were the number 2 and number 3 defensive backs in the NFL. So they're doing good, but we keep getting killed over the middle. I don't know how our cornerbacks can be doing so good, but our defense being so soft. It's like they just run right through us. I think it's because I don't know, it's almost like the front 4 players got their money, they got paid, and now they kind of don't try as hard. Which I know isn't true, but it definitely feels like that. I mean, we got 4 players on the front line who I think all made the Pro Bowl last year and are making $50 million a year and up, or $50 million contracts and up. And it's kind of like they got paid and now they're done. But I know that's not true. I mean, then let's get this. All right, yeah. Back to third quarter. EJ is a decent quarterback. He is a good backup quarterback and a good quarterback project, same way Tyrod Taylor was. Imagine EJ 5 years from now. The same way we are looking at Tyrod right now, 5 years from whenever he was drafted. EJ can do it. He could have won that game for us, but the defense gave up too many points. They gave up over 30 points. EJ can't win that game. We can't win that game without Sammy Watkins and without our other second string, Carlos Williams. What, Mason?
And it's not even this game. Our defense has never really been that great this year so far.
I know. It's been 2 of the games we were winning 27-0. it was like 27-24, 27-0 at halftime. And so the rest of the game we kind of let them score. So it made our defense look worse than it is. But maybe what is up with our defense? I don't feel like I'm seeing as much exotic defensive schemes from Rex Ryan as we've seen from the Jets when they played the Bills. When we played the Bills, I always hated playing Rex Ryan because he would just come in there with these crazy looking blitzes and with a crappy team they would beat us. But with a good team, we're losing. I mean, we did lose to the 6-0 Bengals right now. So I mean, it's not like we have a bad team.
And even when they're gonna lose, they should still try to score a few points so they don't look like they suck totally.
We did that, but it was bad play calling.
Some games are not like that, though.
Yeah. So, and then fourth quarter. All right, the number one thing that's been driving me crazy all season long is our special teams. Watch, how many times do they fair catch the ball in the 10-yard line? They're fair catching the football on a punt in the 10-yard line. Let it go. If we catch it on the 6-yard line, that means we're at the 6-yard line. If you let it bounce, it's more than likely going to bounce into the end zone or bounce the other way back towards us and give us an extra few yards. And even if they are able to down on the 2-yard line, what's the difference between the 2-yard line and the 6-yard line? Especially when the other option could be it going, getting a touchback and going to the 20-yard line. Do you remember a couple years ago when Bobby April was our offensive coordinator, was our special teams coordinator, how good our special teams was? It was good. Now we have bad special teams coaching. If you're going to fair catch a ball in the 10-yard line on a punt every single time all year, that's bad coaching. And so I mean, I'm seeing us as a team of the future. I am pirating these games by a good friend on Twitter, so that's the only way I can watch them here in Pittsburgh, Kansas. But I mean, you see this. People in the chat were acting like, "Oh my God, we're the worst team ever." Dude, we're 3-3. This is the hard part of our schedule. We're
gonna be like 5-3.
Well, I mean, yeah, we play Jacksonville next week. We should win that. But this is the hard part of our schedule. It's gonna start getting easier. Also, you have to remember, we have a first-year Buffalo Bills coach, Rex Ryan, and first-year quarterback, Tyrod Taylor. Even though it's both around their 5th year, this is their first year starting for Buffalo. Imagine next year. It's going to take a little time. Tyrod's going to get better. Rex is going to get better. Rex is a damn good. He's probably the best defensive coach in the NFL. That's why this is so unexplainable. I don't know why our defense is so soft. But then Tyrod Taylor, baby. I love Tyrod Taylor. He's been killing it. We really needed him today. I mean, if he was in there, we could have at least put up another touchdown for sure. So we could have at least kept up with them scoring wise. We at least would not have been over in the third quarter. When EJ's in there, he's a good backup. He does good. I like EJ, but he could not keep up with a Cincinnati offense that was torching our defense, especially when our defense is going to roll over like that and be so soft. I can just imagine Rex Ryan's going to be pissed, but I don't know what he's going to do. How about, hey Rex, when your players fuck up, how about you put them on the bench for a series, even if it costs us that series? I don't care. I want them to be playing the rest of the season good. I want that player to be playing the next 2 months good, not just I'll give up one series of having the guy benched and lose that series versus the rest of the season that player playing respectful, and not getting these 15-yard personal fouls. So we are a team of the future. And we see when Tyrod Taylor's in there how good we are. Imagine how good we're going to be next year. And the year at. It's going to get better. It will get better. And imagine how much better we're going to be this year once we get Tyrod back. I doubt we're going to be getting Sammy back. That hurt. Losing Sammy today hurt. I mean, how else? So it's not all gloom and doom. It's actually good, dude. We have a damn good team. And we finally, thank God, have a franchise quarterback. It looks like we have a franchise quarterback. Yeah, it's early, but it looks like we have a franchise quarterback with Tyrod Taylor, who it looks like his best attribute is throwing the 15 to 20-yard pass downfield. I mean, it's almost, and people that don't know Buffalo think he's just a scrambling quarterback. Most of the time, he's throwing the ball. It seems like he scrambles rarely. We'd be better if he scrambled more. But, all right, we have a franchise quarterback. We have a good coach, a great coach, and a good team. And this is their first year. Can you imagine us in 2 or 3 years from now? I think things are looking up. And now Mason, what do you think, Mason? Tell me. He wants to talk about Denver and Peyton Manning, who barely came through. Which was good.
This is gonna be their last good year because he's
Broncos.
probably retiring. Broncos. They're probably retiring. Peyton Manning's probably retiring this year. And
I'd say definitely retiring this year. I feel like his old man is gonna get hurt out there.
The refs on some of these games don't have a brain.
No, they don't, dude.
They're stupid.
They suck. It sucks. Like, I thank God for instant replay. I mean, in Buffalo's game, we had to throw 2 challenge flags, and they got them both wrong. So thank God for the challenge flag. Otherwise, I mean, these refs, something has gotten worse about the refs.
Yeah.
But yeah, Denver finally barely came out and won with that last field goal. Mm-hmm. And so Peyton Manning, baby. Dude, my opinion on Peyton Manning, bench him. They're 6-0. The Broncos are 6-0. Put him down for 3 or 4 games. Let him recover. Go 6-3. I don't care. Lose 3 straight. Let Manning rest. Put him on the bench. Try and win without him. Get him to the postseason healthy. Let him have one more shot at the Super Bowl healthy. But he cannot play this entire season. He's never missed a game except for the one season he missed all year. So he probably doesn't want to miss this season either. He doesn't do that. He's like the fucking Iron Man. But put him on the bench, so go for the Super Bowl this year, Manning. Go for the Super Bowl.
And
bench yourself.
The game in the background is the Chargers and Green Bay. Green Bay's winning.
Yeah, they don't care.
Put in the comments if it looks like I have a long neck.
Oh, yeah, Mason says if put in the comments if you think he has a long neck.
It looks like it, but I don't.
Can I just slap him? All right, see you guys next week after the game. Dude, don't stop listening to WGR. They do not know what they're talking about.
We know what we're talking about.
We know more, just as much as they do. The guys on the radio, they will openly admit to falling asleep during a Monday Night Football game. Dude, your job is to watch is to talk about football, and you can't even stay up for a Monday Night Football game. They're in Buffalo. Out of all practice, there's a certain amount of period where the press is able to go watch practices. The only 2 morning guys, besides Sal Capaccio, who's badass, the 2 morning guys on the radio, they went to 2 practices all season, and they could have went to about
20.
I don't know how many, maybe 20, but they decided to go to 2. I guarantee you, if I'm on the radio and I'm living in Buffalo and people are relying on me to set a narrative for what the team looks like, how good they are, what it's going to be for the upcoming season, I'm going to be at every damn practice. WGR has just gotten lazy. I mean, those people who are on radio there, they don't even care. I mean, they've worked there for 10 and 12 years. They don't even care anymore. I mean, you see people like Sal Capaccio going in there with passion because he just started. He loves his job. The people on radio now, Chopin Bulldog, bad. That's why I'm making this right now. Is so we can come here and feel better about our team and not fight with each other. Like, Chopin Bulldog will make the fans hate each other, and I want to avoid that. So let's come here and love each other and not hate each other. We're a team of the future. We finally have a franchise quarterback. LaShawn McCoy looked badass. We have a good coach. Our defense should be way better than this. And throughout our hardest part of the season, we just went up against an undefeated football team, Bengals, Giants, and the Patriots plus the Colts. We're 3-3. We got Jacksonville next week. We're still sitting good. We're still sitting good, baby. Team of the future. See you next week versus Jacksonville at 9:30 a.m. That's gonna be a fun one. 9:30 a.m., dude. How can I watch a game at 9:30 a.m.? I don't want to start drinking that early.
This is our first episode, so please subscribe. If we get, 200 likes, we'll do another episode.
No, dude. We ain't gonna get no.
I'm just kidding. We don't need any likes. But, like.
Yeah, like us, baby.
If you can.
Maestro and the Nephew.
We will be here next week.